Let's talk about how to sell when the product is you. Who am I? I am Lorena. I am a sustainability content creator, and I'm also part of the Nas company. You might have seen me as one of the hosts on Nas Daily, and I'm also the head of social media management, where we help brands grow their socials. And one thing I've seen being behind the scenes is that a lot of opportunities get lost because of bad packaging. You see, brands want to work with creators that are well packaged. And what do I mean by this? It's number one, they need to have a clear niche. Two, they need to understand what it is that you offer. And three, you need to be reachable. So everything that we're going to talk about now is about what happens before the pitch. Everything that makes you sellable and easy to work with. So first, the niche. The more niche you are, the more attractive you will be to brands. Because it is more convenient for them to go with a small creator that has a clear niche and whose entire audience could be their customers, instead of a big creator where only a few will be interested in that. So make sure that you define your niche. This is how I did it. First, I thought, okay, what category am I in? Sustainability. Then I defined what my audience was. So for me, it was Mexicans around my age that cared about sustainability but weren't experts. So that was my target audience. And then you define how do you make it special. So for me, it was doing it through comedy. Having a clear niche, I would say, is the number one thing that helped me grow so much. These are the things that brands care about. First, you need to have a real audience. So if you ever thought about buying followers or anything like that, forget it. Number two, you have to have good engagement. We have rejected speakers from coming here, even though they have good following, they have good views, but no one is commenting on their videos, which shows their audience doesn't really care. And they want someone who has good reach. It's not as important to have a big, large following as it is to have consistently good views. What they don't want is someone who does a little bit of everything. Yeah, I do sustainability, but I also do dance, and I also do cooking, and I also do travel. Like, no, maybe save it for your stories, but that just makes a mess, and they're not going to be so interested. And another thing that not a lot of people talk about is you don't want to be off-brand. So you need to be very careful how you portray yourself. In my case, I was very cautious not to ever use curse words in my content, because that would reduce the amount of companies that could work with me. If you show violence, you will reduce how many people work with you. And it's in the smallest details. So we had once this creator that is amazing and I love his content. He's so good, but he has long, messy hair. And we had a company that is very pristine, and they really care about who represents them. And they rejected him because of the messy hair. So if it's important for you, for your niche and for your brand to have messy hair, go ahead and do it. But if it's something that is not essential and it's hurting you, then ditch it. Now, it needs to be very clear what are the things that you do. What can they hire you for? So there's different ways to monetize. These are a few. You know brand deals, you know ad revenue, but there's also conferences like this. You can also be a brand ambassador. You can sell your courses, you can do collaborations, you can sell books, you can have affiliate links, do consulting, create digital products, and offer services. And how are they going to find out which of these do you do? You have to share it. You have to say it. So, for example, if I want to tell the brands I do conferences, maybe before I go on stage, I do a little story saying, oh my God, I'm so excited, I'm going to talk about this, I'm giving this conference. Or if I launch something and there were applications, I want to show the results later and say, oh my God, congratulations to everybody that got it. This will signal to the people that are watching you, oh, not only does she do events and does she do this like collaborations, she also has results. And 2 secrets is, you don't actually need to have done it to say that you can do it. So you can say, I am a consultant, even if you have never done it, because it is a service that you are offering. And another one that's in a moral gray area, but nobody cares, is you don't actually need to have done a brand deal to show new brands the things that you have done. So you can just take a product that you love, make a video about them. You can even say, go to the link in my bio, all of that, and then use that for your new brand deals and tell them, hey, this is what it can look like, and these are the results that I can give you. And the last thing is you need to be reachable. So imagine this. This is the company, this is the agency, and this is the pool of creators. So the company launched a new green initiative. So they go to the agency. Hey, I need a content creator in Mexico to make videos about my sustainability campaign. Then the agency goes, okay, thank you. Let me get you a few. And then they go and they search top sustainability creators in Mexico. From that pool, they will quickly look at what they do, pick their favorites, the ones that are within their range of views, the ones that are on brand, and they will send it to the company. The company will look at them and will go, this one. So how, as a creator, do you make sure that you appear on this search? You need to optimize your SEO, search engine optimization. This means that when people Google top sustainability creators in Mexico, I should appear. And how do you do it? You might have received requests of, hey, can you appear in this interview? I want you to appear in this magazine, or things like that. Make sure to accept them. And if you're not getting them, you reach out to them. You tell them, hey, by the way, I exist and I do this. And a little other moral gray area thing you can do, you create another email, and then you tell those companies, hey, by the way, have you checked out this creator? And that also works. And then once they find you, they are going to spend 1 minute looking at your content. They don't have the time to stalk you. They're going to spend 1 minute. So you need to make sure that you have pinned the best content that you have, that your bio is super clear about what you offer. If on Instagram you have 1 million followers and on TikTok you have 2 million, you highlight on Instagram 2 million strong on TikTok. That's why you see creators do that. It's for the brands to know, oh, they're actually big in other platforms. And with that comes taking care of your comment section. Brands are very picky about how they associate with people. And if they see that you have a lot of hate in your comment section, they will not work with you. So just my suggestion is remove the hate. It's okay if people disagree, but if there's hate and there's inappropriate comments, don't forget, this is your page, and you are entitled to create a positive space. So I suggest that you do that. This next one is a bit dumb, but I'm gonna say it. You need to remove the barriers to contact you. Once they're spending some time and they look at your profile, if there's no clear way to reach you, then they're gonna dump you. So make sure, think, if I was a brand and I wanted to contact me, what would I do? Make sure that there's your email or your phone number or some way that they can reach you. Once they contact you, you need to have in hand what it is that you can do for them. And also have your price list ready. Because all this process, they don't have a lot of time. So if you take too long to get back to them with the prices or with your offer, they will dump you and they will go with another creator. So you need to be fast. And from the beginning, you want to share your stats. Yes, your followers and your views, but also you want to share the age, the gender, the location, what are their interests. And to really stand out from other creators, you go more than that. You will tell them, this is my engagement rate, this is my retention rate, conversion rate, this is how fast I can get a video done for you. And these are my success cases. And you might feel like, oh no, how can I price myself? I don't know where to start. You need to know what you are worth. Remember that many companies are willing to do an expensive TV commercial and appear on TV for a few seconds, reach a huge audience, and only a small percentage of that will be interested in their product. thanks to you and the trust that you've built with the audience, they can tap into that easily. So when you're charging, think about it this way. If you need to make 10 pieces of organic content to be able to sell one, you're not going to charge them for that one. You're going to charge them for those 11, because it's thanks to that hard work that they can tap into that audience. So make sure you have your prices ready and go on and set yourself up for success. Clean up your page, make it nice and sellable, and soon they will be reaching out to you. Thank you so much.